Yo, what's up, guys? Good morning or good afternoon from where you are. It's morning in Thailand, but for you guys, if you were trading yesterday, it is still the same day as Fed speakers. I had a friend who I'm trying to teach the concept of equal highs to, so I'm not going to go back in the charts, but on the 15-minute chart and the 5-minute chart, I think the 1 minute as well, there were equal highs that formed from October 1st, this green line. And my friend, I told him not to trade today. For you guys, it's today still, because there were Fed speakers, there was no news, and the markets can be extremely manipulated. He was targeting these equal highs because I told him that the algorithms like to spool price up to equal highs. And in the morning, it looked like they were going to hit very smoothly, very simply. We had this consolidation in the morning, and then we had this huge bullish move up to start the day. And it looked like we were about to hit these equal highs. Okay. If you were looking back on market replay, okay, if I took you back to this candle, and I told you that the market likes to target equal highs, you would probably be very confident these were going to hit almost right away because we were very bullish on the day. It just seemed like it was very likely. But when we have Fed speakers like we did yesterday, or today for you guys, and no news and a very obvious draw on liquidity, at least for me it was obvious, you have to be super careful. I told him, do not trade this with a live account. He did it with an eval and he blew it, if I'm not mistaken. So that's okay because it's an eval account. But I still don't suggest trading even evals. Honestly, I would just trade paper on these days, unless you really have to get a fix. So he did. And if we look back on the 1 minute, I think what his plan was to wait for a trade back into this 1 minute fair value gap and then to long. So the market came down. Once it tagged the 1 minute gap, I think he went long. And he got really excited it was about to hit. And then he gets stopped out. So this is the lesson, guys. Your first trade of the day, you get stopped out. This is when the tilt begins. Here is where you make a decision. Okay? The first time you lose on the day, this is where you make the decision. Am I going to be an emotional trader today, or am I going to have discipline? He had a break-even trade, maybe a small stop if it didn't quite tag his 1 minute stop out. And of course, he decided that he was going to long again. He said, "Oh yeah, well it's still bullish. You know, we're still holding this 1 minute gap, so let me take another long." So I think he took another long right there, and almost got stopped out. Now he's emotional. Now he's excited because it's going in his favor. He moves his stop to break even, and boom, stop out. So at this point, guys, if you're taking two decent trades, I don't think either of these were decent, to be honest. I think that they were calculated, but still not great, just because of the nature of the day. If you take two losses or two break-evens on the day, you should be done. That's it. Also, the fact that two of your trades failed when you have a bullish target should signal to you that the market is not behaving how you want it to. The bias may still be bullish, but the intraday trend is probably not bullish. You got stopped out twice on a bullish move. And of course he didn't. So I think he took another long at the low again. And once again, if we move forwards, he got excited, almost got his take profit, and stopped out right here. Now, the fact that this happened, guys, is another telltale sign. The market should have delivered up to these equal highs at this point. Because it didn't, we inversed at 1 minute. We're delivering a third time into this fair value gap. That's it. Trading should be done. Or you should be focusing on shorts, targeting these internal lows. But of course he didn't. He longed, and he got destroyed. Again, just trying to target the equal highs. And look how it never delivers. Just bearishness. So he blew an account on probably this down move, because in here you're just getting chopped up slowly, but once this happens, and you don't move your stops to break even, you just get destroyed. So yeah, now what you have to do is pretty much look for where the market really should reverse from. At this point, this 1 minute fair value gap is where the market is being held up. Once this closes above, the likelihood of this hitting is much higher. But you know, because there was these Fed speakers speaking and a very obvious draw on liquidity, they manipulated the market down first before we got it. So that was just my point, guys. I didn't look at what happened right after. I was asleep at this point, but if we just go back and see, finally we have bullish price action, a shift in market structure. We didn't target these lows, which I was expecting to hit, to be honest, but we didn't. Again, it's a Fed speaker day, so they do this type of thing where they don't cleanly deliver the market to where it needs to go. But then right here, you could have tried along. I know it's risky because we're taking out this internal buy side, but it is the last PD array that was holding the market down. And if you would have taken the long there, it should hit, if I'm going to guess. And boom. So we got our equal highs there. But yeah, the point, guys, is that the market can be very heavily manipulated on these days where we have Fed speakers and there's no news. So just do yourself a favor. If you really have to trade with something that has some value to you, just buy an eval and yeah, use it as your fix, I guess. But otherwise, just trade with paper. No news Mondays, no news Tuesdays. Avoid them. Trust me. 9 times out of 10, you're going to lose. You can have situations like this if you're not experienced. If you get overly emotional and you lose or get 2 break-even trades in a row and then you continue to go on tilt and keep trading, you're going to get destroyed. So hope you guys learned something there. And if you have any questions, let me know.